The fastest and the easiest thing that you can ever manifest in your life is manifesting your ex. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jyotsna, and in today's video I'm going to talk about how you can manifest your ex at lightning speed. It doesn't matter what your situation is, whether you're blocked, whether you're in no contact, whether it's a situationship, whether it is circumstances that have separated you guys. Whatever the situation is, you can manifest. And I think love is literally the easiest thing to manifest. When you're naturally in the frequency of love, you automatically attract a lot of potential partners, a lot of amazing friends, because we as human beings are meant to give love and receive love. Like, we are social creatures, we love bonding, and that is what biologically also we're wired to do. So manifesting your ex is actually very easy. I'm gonna break it down and tell you all the steps and what you need to do. And obviously, if you need extra guidance, you have the SP blueprint. You can check it out. That's the first link down in the description box below. So without any further delay, let's get started. So the first and the foremost thing you're going to do is no contact. Yes, by no contact I mean completely cutting off all contact for the next 30 days. And most people think, oh, it's manipulation, like I'm trying to ignore him so that I can get his attention back. In my opinion, it matters why you're doing the no contact. If you're doing the no contact simply to get his attention back, then obviously it's not going to work in the long term. Even if it did work in the short term, eventually, maybe after 3 months or maybe after 4 months, you will break up with that person. You do no contact with a firm conviction in your mind mentally that you're going to change your self concept, and whatever the outcome can be, whether your ex comes back to you or whether there's someone else interested in you, whatever that outcome is, you're always going to choose what is best for you. Then I believe it 100% works and it's not manipulation. Let's be real, what you do in that no contact also matters. If you do not contact your ex, you do not text, you do not call, you cut off complete communication with them, but at the same time you're sitting in your room constantly thinking about them, constantly missing them, not investing in your own self-improvement journey, then clearly it's not going to work, because your logical mind also needs evidence that you are building your self-concept. It needs evidence that you are building a new identity, becoming the most magnetic version of yourself. When you do the identity work, you become so magnetic that your ex will literally have no choice but to be attracted to you. You can listen to self-concept tapes. You can literally repeat affirmations in your mind whenever you get a doubt, whenever you're wavering, whenever you're missing your ex. It doesn't matter. Instead of worrying about them, thinking about them, use that time and energy to affirm and be in a high vibrational state. Two is to get booked and busy. Now that you have so much free time, I want you to utilize this free time to literally thrive. Whatever it is that you were putting off just because you were with your ex, whether it's going to a spa, going to the nail salon, catching up with your girlfriends, maybe hanging out more, socializing more, traveling, doing like solo travel trips, or going on solo dates, like solo coffee dates, whatever it is that you always wanted to do but you just didn't do them because you were busy with your ex or your ex wasn't interested in them. Whatever that situation is, I want you to literally do all of that. Literally set a bucket list for yourself. Write down all the things that you want to do, all the things that you can enjoy doing alone or with a friend, and start doing all of those things. Start pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, because most people in relationships become so codependent that they don't feel like or genuinely lose the interest to do things on their own. They genuinely lose themselves or a version of themselves because they've always put their relationship as a priority, adjusted things, their lifestyle, every single thing, so that it could revolve around their partner or just to balance that relationship well. They didn't really get the time to do a lot of things. Now that you have broken up, you actually have a lot of time to literally do every single thing you want to. Instead of wasting that energy spiraling, thinking about them, feeling lonely, feeling alone, locking yourself in the room and crying, you are the most attractive version of yourself and you're actually thriving. That's when you become attractive. I won't even be surprised if other ex-boyfriends call you after that, because that's the kind of results that one of my clients was able to see. She literally manifested calls from her other ex-boyfriends as well when she was trying to focus on one specific person. Because when you're booked and busy, when you're socializing, when you have an active lifestyle, when you're doing the things that you always wanted to do, you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, you're literally telling the universe that you are vibrating at a high state. And when you're vibrating at a high state, you literally become magnetic automatically. It's living your life authentically. It's getting back to that feminine energy, doing things that you always wanted to do but putting it off. You're basically prioritizing yourself, and that is what the universe sees. The more you're having fun, the more you're thriving. That's when your ex can sense the energy. That's when he will realize realize that he's actually losing you, and he will realize that his life is not so much fun without you. Again, this could be manipulation if you were pretending to have fun, or if you were pretending to do things that you didn't want to do just to get his attention. But it's not manipulation if you genuinely are spending the time to actively have fun and prioritizing your self-care over everything else. If you're doing this and even after getting back with your ex, you still continue to do the things you want to do, and you still start crossing off the things on your bucket list, then obviously it's going to work. But as soon as you get back with your ex, you're again back in the same toxic relationship, having fights all the time, not really having fun, losing your spark, losing your identity, losing your vibrant, gorgeous, fun self, then the relationship is clearly draining you out, and it's not going to work in the long run. As human beings, I truly believe that we're meant to evolve, we're meant to grow, we're meant to, change identities, become a better version of ourselves. And so many times there are so many people who come across our path who genuinely aren't meant to be there for the long run. That's the reason I don't personally believe in the concept of soulmates, because your soulmate can be anyone. Like, your soulmate can be your mom, it can be your partner, it can be your best friend. I have seen soulmate relationships not just with like your significant other, but with other people as well. And even those bonds sometimes break, because that's how life is. You are meant to go through ups and downs, you are meant to evolve and basically experience all kinds of different emotions: pain, fear, heartbreak, loss. These are all things that we're naturally meant to experience in this lifetime. So I don't think you should ever take your life too seriously and take that breakup so seriously that you literally stop doing every single thing that you possibly can. I know so many clients who book 1:1 calls with me saying that they literally feel like giving up in life, they literally don't feel like doing anything, they're not eating, they're not sleeping. And that is exactly the opposite of what you need to do in order to manifest your ex back. If you want to manifest your ex back, you have to get that light within you back, you have to get that spark within you back. Because your ex, the first time he or she fell in love with you, they fell in love with that spark inside you. Every single person literally gets attracted to energy. This is basically the reason why so many people, when they look at couples, they talk about, oh, she's average, he's average. I don't understand how that person attracted. The person has attracted them based on the energy. Someone is getting attracted to someone based purely on the looks, then obviously it's not going to work in long term, because your personality matters so much more than looks. The physical appearance is transient. It's obviously going to change as you keep aging, but your personality and the energy you hold within you, that is something that's special. That is something that's attractive. That's the reason sometimes even when you see someone who you might think is average or you might think is not that attractive, but as soon as you meet them, you talk to them, you're literally near their energy, you immediately sense that aura. You immediately are attracted to them, even if you think they're average looking. And that happens all the freaking time. So the more you get back to that energy, the more you get back to that spark, that's when your ex literally comes crawling to you. Like, I won't even be surprised if he gets super obsessed, starts love bombing you, starts begging you to be back with him, because these are the kind of results that so many people have seen after SP Blueprint. SP Blueprint is that one course that I think is life changing and something that everyone should grab, even if they aren't trying to manifest their ex back, even if you're trying to manifest love, you're trying to manifest your crush, you're trying to manifest a specific partner, irrespective of any gender, you need to check out SP Blueprint, because that is a course that is literally going to change your life. So many people have come back with a success story after implementing all the practical tips that I gave in SP Blueprint, and I highly recommend you to check it out too. It's on my top mate page. Like I mentioned, it'll be the first link in the description box below, so do check it out. So yeah, these were my fun little tips in order to manifest your ex. Most of it is honestly dependent on your self-concept. The more magnetic you become, the more magnetic your aura becomes, you immediately get so much self-confidence that it'll not even matter to you if your ex is going to come back or not. That's when I know your ex is going to come back. When you are unbothered, you have self-concept that's unshakable. Like, it doesn't even matter to you at this point whether you want your ex or not, and it doesn't even matter if he's coming back or not. That's when things start changing rapidly. That's when he gets the chance and the mental space to think about you, because every single minute you're spending thinking about him, obsessing about him, he can sense that desperate energy, he can feel that energy, and that's the reason he's not texting you or calling you. But the second you take him off the pedestal and completely forget about him, live your authentic life, actually start having fun, step outside of your comfort zone and do things that actually scare you, but actually start having fun doing them, that's when he's going to come to you and literally love bomb bomb you no matter what. But if you spend all of your time checking your phone, checking that message, checking for his call, asking his friends about him, then things will never change. So this is how you manifest your ex. And obviously, if you need additional help, you need that big sister advice, you need to talk to someone to dive deeper, and you want me to understand your situation personally, then I have my 1:1 call. Again, this is on Stan as well as on Topmate, so you can check it out and book a call with me so that you can get my personal guidance on your situation. And yeah, that was it for today's video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Lots of love. Bye.